The episode just came out today, so why not we get it done? I'm MegamanNG and I welcome you to another Rise of the TMNT episode review. Today we're going to be talking about episode 5B, The Fast and the Furriest. Yep, we're still going with this because you're going to be expecting a review right now and on Wednesday. So here's the deal. I'll provide a summary as well as some of the main points. There's not really much in terms of main points and it's easy to see why. But for an 11-minute episode, I found it to be good. Not great, just good. And I'll explain, because there is in fact one or two flaws here. Let's begin. Don shows off his newest invention to his brothers, the turtle tank. There's just one little problem. It's gone missing. This forces the turtles to go out to find who's responsible. Going through various suspects, they hope to find out. But with each encounter, it provides them different results. None of them are good. Things go from bad to worse when the likes of Meat Sweats shows up and he decides to kidnap Splinter. Now the race is on. Can the turtles save their father from the likes of Meat Sweats and recover the turtle tank? You guys know what this means, right? New episode, new review. This episode came out today, so you guys know the drill. However, if I were to sum this up, I'll sum this up in just one little sentence. The turtles are idiots. Complete, utter idiots. And you'll see why. But before I do, the turtle tank makes its debut, and it does so in the best way possible. Splinter giving it a test drive. Yes, we actually know that it's Splinter who pretty much took the turtle tank out for a spin, not even asking his own sons. I mean, just wow. Of course, the turtles do get their hands on the turtle tank eventually, and we actually get to see how it runs. To say that it's good is an understatement, because good God, the turtles spare no expense in showing off what they can do. Although it isn't much, because most of the episode was pretty much a chase scene against the likes of Meat Sweats, who appears in this episode, like I mentioned, voiced by Johnny Rotten. And yeah, it really isn't much, but for a tank that big, wow. It really is amazing. Who would have thought that the moon buggy from episode 4B, Repo Mantis, would end up being used for the turtle tank? I also kind of like that the episode also ties into some continuity, which isn't much because I always thought most of the episodes were pretty self-contained, but the fact that it ties well into continuity in some cases is pretty good. Now, the title of the episode as well as the plot shares some similarities to the Fast and Furious film series. Or is it The Fast and the Furious? It's pretty interesting, and I never thought the guys behind it would be big fans of it, so there's a plus. Like I mentioned already in the beginning, the turtles are idiots, and for some odd reason, this episode passes the idiot ball around. The idiot ball is pretty much a trope, where some people decide to be stupid for strange reasons. In this case, there have been some instances with the idiot ball. First is the turtles, because they decide to go around finding out who would be responsible. First up, April O'Neil, who makes an appearance. And there's an important rule you have to follow. If you are friends with April O'Neil, remember, you do not want to accuse her. If you accuse April O'Neil without any evidence, guess what? You're going to get whacked. And the turtles learn that the hard way. And then later on, they head to some mutant restaurant, and let's just say it didn't go so well either. It really didn't. The same can be said for Splinter when Donnie decides to pretty much shut down the turtle tank, decides to go out and fix it. Well, he ends up encountering Meat Sweats and gets kidnapped not realizing it because, yeah, for some odd reason, Splinter decided to be a bit dumb. I'm not saying any disrespect or anything, but come on. If you know there's a bad guy there, why would you even... Ugh. There are no words to describe it, seriously. I mean, sure, the episode did have a few humorous moments, but come on. The turtles and Splinter need to be smarter than that. Although Eric Bauza did a good job in his performance as Splinter, and how he expresses is just really funny, especially when he was driving the turtle tank around. That to me was pretty funny. It does eventually culminate in a great chase scene that happens, with the turtles trying to rescue Splinter from Meat Sweats, which Splinter was pretty much helping Meat Sweats drive, not realizing that he's helping a bad guy. That kind of peeved the turtles a bit. To me, the chase scene itself was the highlight, because we actually get to see Leonardo does his best taking Meat Sweats down, or as it Meat Sweats. because he tried to form a teleport with a special weapon, the Odachi sword, and he kept trying and trying until eventually he was able to form a portal, which goes to show that the turtles still have a lot to learn with using their gear. They still do, but hopefully they'll be able to master it in time. The chase scene is the highlight. It's funny, but at the same time, you have to wonder to yourself, why couldn't they just figure out that Splinter was the one who took it? Now, I understand padding and whatnot, but come on. Splinter would have been the most obvious choice, but instead, the turtles decided to do this. The chase, unfortunately, had a bit of a letdown because Meat Sweats gets away, but not before throwing Splinter aside. And it leads to a funny bit with, well, Splinter getting punished by forced to watch education shows. And we didn't realize that Splinter has a weakness for education shows. It was alright. The episode was okay. It was actually pretty good, but there were some flaws, like the turtles and Splinter acting like idiots sometimes. Meat Sweats appeared, although we do get an appearance by April. Though I wish the episode could at least be better. I give the episode, The Fast and the Furriest, an 8 out of 10. The episode is alright, though the turtles and Splinter being idiots pretty much was the downturn. But it did lead to some pretty funny moments, so I'm not complaining. The next episode review you guys are going to be getting from me will be on Wednesday, so be on the lookout. I will also be checking the schedule to see when new episodes will be coming. The sooner, because you guys know that Rise of the TMNT will be aired Monday through Friday. So that means that whenever new episodes come, you guys will be the first to see my reviews. And I always make sure that the reviews come out on the day they were released. So that's going to be it for this Rise of the TMNT episode review. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, please be sure to hit the like button. It really does mean a lot to me. Please do not forget to do these 5 things if you're watching my channel and my content. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and more importantly, click the bell. Doing all of that helps me out big time. Want to support the channel? Consider supporting me on Patreon. All it takes is $1 a month. But if you want a shout out at the end of every video, it's $5 a month. Besides, it helps me out big time, and I hope to get better equipment and gear so that way I can continue doing what I love. This channel will never die, trust me. This is MegamanNG signing off. Peace out. Cowabunga!